Look, if you're like so many millions of other people out there trying to find that one-of-a-kind romance, that one particular love of your life, that, as the old expression goes, completes you, then you should know that you're not going to be able to engage that person, whoever they are, without also engaging considerable risk. And the reason for that primarily is because you're trying to get to know them as they're trying to get to know you. So that means that there are going to be hang-ups and problems and issues and differences in opinions and differences in life doctrines and differences in values and stuff like that, that each of you are going to have to negotiate and come to grips with. And to make matters worse, then you have to throw into the mix your perception of what constitutes a worthwhile relationship, as they have in their mind their own perception of what constitutes a worthwhile relationship. And these two things, all of these things actually can collide with one another and create problems. But you see, that's part of the risk of loving somebody. When you decide to give your heart to somebody, and you decide that this is the person that you're going to take your chances with, it does come with a great amount of risk. But here's a way to negate a lot of that risk. Here's a way to neutralize and to lessen the degree of risk that you're going to have to deal with, is to go into it clear-sighted and open-minded. Don't hang on to so many ridiculous and foolish hang-ups that have always kept you back in the past. For example, if you have certain belief systems that you really can't validate, if you have certain points of view that really don't make a whole heck of a lot of sense, well, maybe you ought to either modify those things or abandon them altogether so you can get to a place in your life where you are now with the love of your life and you're enjoying life. That's what keeps a whole lot of us back. To be honest with you, it does. I mean, yeah, we're products of our upbringing, and that comes with both positive and negative baggage. But we're also instruments of our own recovery if we take the opportunity to look at situations plain-sighted, which means really looking at ourselves first and foremost and deciding really what is our true value and what are we really looking for, not only out of ourselves, but out of the other person. These are very important aspects of developing a place or an environment where we can engage true, fulfilling, and honest and loving relationships. It takes time and it takes risk. It means you're going to risk getting hurt. It means you're going to risk falling on your face. It means you're going to risk running into situations where you're at odds with certain things about that other person. But before you decide that, you know what, I really don't like this or that, maybe you ought to take a look at yourself and say, is it really all that big a deal? Just something to think about. My name is Dave Thomas III. I'm the author of My Little Book of Tru-i-zems, and this is your moment of truth for today.